Hey Aries, excuse the ambiance. I'm not at home right now, so this is what we're working with. Welcome to your reading. I'm just going to read whatever comes out. If this reading does resonate with you, make sure that you visit www.brattystarot.com for personal readings, and also make sure that you sign up for my free weekly newsletter. If this reading does not resonate with you, make sure that you're checking for your sun, moon, rising, Venus, and Jupiter signs. Okay, let's go ahead and get started. Reflect. Okay. So maybe needing to look back on some things, maybe take accountability, or wonder if somebody else maybe needs to take accountability in your life. I see two, I think these are swans on here. So that could be significant for you, or maybe ducks. I think they're swans, though. Definitely a need for reflection at this time. I heard self-reflection. Get curious is at the bottom of the deck. I see another bird. So maybe birds are significant for you. Let's take a look at the actual tarot. The Five of Pentacles, the Ten of Cups, the Justice card. I'm feeling like I need to make something right here. The five, and what did I say? The Five of Cups. This is a lot about reflection. I see 5-5 here. The Ten of Cups and the Ace. This is a sense of starting over. The Hermit. Seven of Swords. There's something that somebody needs to reflect on, surely, to be certain. Something that maybe they did. Earthed, learning how to be human in the world, but not of it. Interesting. This is like a sense of needing to ground yourself, I feel. At the bottom, you got Star Keeper, Cosmic Ancestor, see the light by staying grounded. I told you. What did I say? Needing to remain grounded or needing to get grounded here. So with this reflection card here, there's definitely a need to reflect on maybe something that you did that you maybe didn't agree with what you did. Maybe you're not proud of something that you've done. With that Five of Pentacles, the Five of Cups is here, is showing me some form of regret, or you're not happy with what someone else did to you and maybe needing to reflect on that as well. There's certainly a sense of making something right here, whether you're doing that or somebody else is, with that Ten of Cups to that Justice card. Ace of Cups shows me kind of a renewal here is what this feels like. It definitely feels like there's a loss with that Five of Pentacles. Reflecting on the loss, getting it together, becoming more self-aware because of whatever this is. It's interesting because I see the Five of Cups and then I see the Ace of Cups, which makes me think of the Six of Cups, just because, if you add 1 to 5, that equals 4. No, that equals 6. Okay, so Six of Cups could be a soulmate energy, could be somebody from a past life connection, possibly somebody that you have sweet feelings for. I heard Scorpio. Okay, although I do have Libra and Virgo here. Okay, it's very interesting to me because I see the Five of Pentacles and the Ten of Cups as like some form of loss. Okay, it doesn't mean like somebody's dying or anything like that, right? But it just feels like there's an emotional loss or there's an abandonment, is what it feels like. Okay. Now, whether this has already transpired or whether this is something that you're genuinely holding on to. But what's interesting is this Ten of Cups is right. They're laying like this, right? So you have the Ten of Cups up here and then the Ace of Cups is here, which tells me that there's almost a close and making a right of something and then a beginning again. And this beginning has caused some self-awareness, grounding yourself. Kind of neat. What I'm getting from this, Aries, I'm getting like this sense of when it says in the world but not of it, almost a sense of needing to detach. And I don't mean like detach from your emotions, detach from reality, but a sense of needing to look at something from a different perspective, like to have a bird's eye view of something. Okay, like needing to kind of keep track of your own behaviors or keep track of what's going on in your life through like another person's perspective. So let's take a look at this Five of Pentacles. The Fool energy. Okay, so some readers call that Aquarius, others call that Aries. So I'm going to get one more here just to be certain on what we're doing. I don't need all of those. It's very interesting. It's very interesting to me. Or I saw a Ten of Swords. It's very interesting to me, Aries, because the Fool, he packs really light. And he packs light because it's his choice to pack light. Ace of Wands in reverse. It's his, and the Tower, geez, and the Ten of Swords, the Tower, the Ten of Swords. Wow. Okay. So I'm not going to take all those, but I will take note of them. And the Fool, he packs light because he wants to. He doesn't want to carry all of that crap. And with the Tower and the Ten of Swords that I saw, it's almost like there is this ending, which is going to create some form of evolution within you, where it's almost as if you have no choice but to pack light, almost as if something is being kind of ripped from you in a way, not in a bad way. It's just like the sense of, hey, guess what? You don't need this. Okay. And it could feel like you're having a hard time having a new beginning because there's still some type of attachment to the past or an attachment to this loss. So there's some form of delay. There's a little bit of this lack of inspiration. Yeah. What did I say? 6 of Cups, 10 of Cups. There's that 6 of Cups there. Definitely around either a family member, a relationship, or somebody that is emotionally fulfilling to you, or just something that's very emotionally fulfilling to you. Tell me about that. Tell me about that. All right. 3 of Swords. You're definitely learning something through a sense of conversation. Like that there may be this back and forth, okay, about something specifically. Something that emotionally fulfills you or did emotionally fulfill you at one point, and it's just kind of breaking your heart, like whatever it is that you're learning. But it's like there's this sense of outcome here. There's definitely a lot of reflection that's going on within the energy, but it's because it's very much needed. It's this sense of need. The Justice card is Libra energy. So it's about being able to see two sides to something, being able to kind of maybe have empathy and put yourself in somebody else's position a little bit, or maybe somebody needing to do that to you. Now, remember, you can reverse this reading and go look at your other placements. Okay, if this isn't resonating, but it's that sense of needing to see both sides of the coin, the heads and the tails. Tell me about that Justice card for Aries. The Sun. Give me one more. Oh, the King of Cups in reverse. There's that 10 and that 6 of Cups again. So I heard Scorpio earlier. And this is what I'm kind of getting with that. I think that was your reading, right? I've done so many today. I honestly don't even know. The Sun and the King of Cups in reverse, the Justice. There may be some type of illumination around some form of manipulation that has happened through the acts of another or of you, but it seems like there's something that's being brought to justice. There's something that is being put into balance, right? It's kind of giving me like Wheel of Fortune vibes, like what goes around comes around, right? And so if there was somebody that maybe wronged you, Aries, okay, there could be some type of justice that's coming in your favor for that specifically. But it's definitely around somebody that you genuinely care about, okay? You may have like a kid-like connection with this person. What I mean by that is like maybe this person allows your inner child to kind of come out in some way. Let's take a look at this 5 of Cups. The Queen of Cups. Can I have one more? Just one, please. All right. Well, I guess 2 is fine. Thanks. Okay. Queen of Pentacles, 2 of Cups. There's certainly some sadness. Somebody has some sadness, possibly around a feminine energy. I see two feminine energies here. Somebody could feel sad because they felt like they sacrificed a lot, or they gave and they gave and they gave, and they may have felt like they didn't get something in return. But the problem is that when you give to somebody and you expect something back, you're already putting mold on it. For lack of a better term, because when you are giving just to get, it's not really genuine, right? So it's like whoever is doing this maybe put their expectations a little too high, put some expectations on the connection, put some expectations on helping another, and then expected a very specific outcome. And when that outcome did not show itself, there's some disappointment here. There's some sadness here. There's definitely a strong connection between you and this feminine energy, and of course it could be the energy between you and yourself, so don't get it twisted. But the thing is, Aries, is that whoever this is coming to a deeper understanding of self because of this reflection, because of this awareness of self and of the situation as a whole. Definitely some heartbreak here, having a little bit of a hard time kind of jump starting the car, if you will. Feeling this is like a sense of feeling like you kind of broke down on the road. It's like somebody feels like they're kind of broke down on the road and they really need a jump start. Okay. And they're just trying to like flag somebody down, is almost what this feels like here. But it feels kind of like karma a little bit, to be completely certain. Tell me about that Ace of Cups. This could also be a sense of, metaphorically speaking, somebody needing a jump start on their car. And then let's say that's a person that you're dealing with. And then you help them, quote unquote, metaphorically jumpstart their car. And then you end up regretting it, end up helping somebody who is actually not very deserving. Okay. All right. I don't want all those. Tell me about that Ace of Cups. The Page of Swords. Tell me about another one. Sorry, TMJ. The Four of Pentacles. This is like ready to begin again in some way, shape, or form. Ready to begin again. It's like having this time to reflect. Definitely reflected on a lot of things. Had a bit of a hard time kind of getting inspired, jump starting the car, if you will, or whatever the case may be. Feeling a little down, but there's definitely something that's kind of, I heard equilibrium. There's definitely something that's kind of like, now I'm seeing a cake. Now I'm seeing somebody putting icing on a cake. I don't know why listen, I don't know why sometimes I see that's the icing on the cake. The icing on the cake. There's something here that is the icing on the cake. And I'm not entirely sure if that's a good thing. Of course, everything also always ends up in the way that it should, in the way that we need it to, whether we want it to or not. This is kind of like, I don't want to say licking your wounds, but trying to kind of figure out where you belong, where you need to put your energy, a sense of kind of holding back maybe some information that or information that you found out, maybe not expressing it, trying to get down to the bottom of the help that maybe you gave another, trying to get like some of the details about something, maybe about time or money invested of some sort. There could be a competitive nature to someone or something here. Show me that Hermit energy. The Nine of Wands in reverse. I heard don't give up just yet. Okay. The Hermit, the Nine of Wands in reverse, and the Seven of Swords. Somebody's definitely spying. I don't know if this is you. I don't know if you're spying on somebody or somebody else is spying on you, but somebody's definitely spying on the other person. There's definitely love here. Like person A has love for person B, but they're holding back for some reason because there's some form of regret or a sadness around this connection of some sort. And it's like person B is kind of just like avoiding person A, is what it feels like. This is somebody who could be a little bit more self-aware, but just could be kind of giving up on something specifically. This is somebody that could be more focused on their own thing or something that they genuinely want. Now, if this is you, there's the sense of you um maybe being too involved in what somebody else is doing. So just be cautious with that, because there could be this sense of you trying to avoid being with yourself. And this whole reading is about reflection. And that's kind of what the Hermit is about. It's about him trying to figure out who he is. And so if you give up on that too quickly because you're focused on what somebody else is doing, you're really robbing yourself of your own personal experience with self. So there's definitely this need to reflect, definitely this need to focus on what makes you happy on an individual level, and kind of keep the focus centered here and not over there, because this reading is about reflection and keeping yourself grounded and not so much up in the air with other things that are up in the air. So let me see that reflection card. Like I said, so Four of Swords. So this is about reflection. This is about keeping to yourself, kind of minding your business, learning yourself more, getting in tune with yourself more, and essentially keeping yourself grounded. Tell me about this earthed energy. Devil with Three of Wands. This is about kind of like facing your demons, is kind of what I'm feeling here. It's like you can come into the world once you're ready, right? Once you take that time to kind of be a hermit, kind of reflect on things. And then once you're ready, it's like opening yourself back up, but not allowing yourself to expect things. Like let's say that you gave and gave and gave to somebody, right? And you gave to them and you gave to them, and you showered them with love, or you showered them with money, or you showered them with this, that, and the third, or whatever the case may be. And you felt like you didn't get anything back. Well, ask yourself, did they promise that they would? Or these like expectations that you have put on another, because these are the things that you would do. This is the way that you would act in a relationship or in a connection, or this is the way that you would act in business, right? And that's the thing, is really needing to look at things from an alternative perspective. But first, you're going to have to sit with your own perspective and figure out why you are seeing things or expecting things in the way that you are sometimes. And we all do that, right? Like we think it'd be like common sense. Well, when I do this for you, you do this for me. No, that's not how it always works in the world. It's a lesson that we're going to have to learn. And so once you're able to kind of sit with yourself and understand why you have a very specific perspective, then you're able to open up your perspective to other people, and just this in general. So what's this? The Nine of Swords. Definitely some worry going on here. But I mean, this is like the biggest gift of all, Aries, is what I feel. It's like, even though it feels like a lesson for you, it feels like one of the biggest gifts ever. Because when we know ourselves, we become more true to ourselves. We're more empathetic to ourselves. We're more understanding of ourselves. And that allows us to maneuver through the world in a more substantial and a more authentic way that's going to be more beneficial for us in the long run. And that's the real icing on the cake. So Aries, it was an absolute pleasure to read your cards. If you would like to book a personal reading, you can visit www.brattystarot.com. If you enjoyed today's video, make sure that you like, comment, share, and subscribe. If you'd like to follow me on my socials will be on the screen, I think over here somewhere. And if you'd like to donate to the channel, you can look in the description box below. I love you, Aries, and I'll talk to you later. Peace out.